So hello everybody, it is Ben back again, and sorry I'm a little late on this. I had to work, and as I was getting to work to start my shift, I got the news about the Drouin trade. So it wasn't the best mix. I was just kind of thinking about that all shift. But big news coming out today. The Habs re-signed Charles Hudon. No, I'm just kidding. The big news was, we will get to Charles Hudon, but big news of course, the Jonathan Drouin trade. So just the details. Jonathan Drouin and a conditional 6th round pick to Tampa Bay for Mikhail Sergachev and a conditional 2nd round pick. Initial thoughts, great for the short term, possibly long term, but also could come back to bite the Habs. Jonathan Drouin is already an established offensive threat in this league. Fantastic player, and that is what we need. We need goals. The Habs have been needing for years. It's great to get him, but Mikhail Sergachev could be a costly thing to give up, especially to a team in your own division. It could be bad, but if it does show anything, it does show that Bergevin is kind of getting to the point where he's kind of getting into that all-in mode, which probably should have been last season, but if he's going to be doing it ahead of this season, that's good too. The conditional picks were one of the weirdest conditions I've ever seen. Direct words from Steve Yzerman in the NHL.com article was, the picks will only be exchanged if Sergachev does not play 40 games combined in Tampa, regular season and playoffs combined. So yeah, the picks will only be exchanged if Sergachev does not play more than 40 games next year, regular season playoffs combined. So I guess Habs, for the Habs' sake, better hope he plays 40 games, because I would much rather not lose that 2nd round pick, if I'm understanding the condition correctly. Correct me if I'm not. The big reason for the trade was Tampa needs defensemen, Habs need goals, and the Habs are certainly getting offensive production in getting Drouin. Last season he had 21 goals, 32 assists for 53 points in 73 games. And he's only 22. I'm thinking it's only going to get better. And as soon as he gets here, what does he do? Signs an extension. 5.5 average per year over the next 6 years, which might sound a lot to dedicate to a guy like Drouin. 6 years, not much money, but compared to some of the deals that players of his value have signed with other teams, I think it's going to prove to be an okay deal. I might come back to be wrong about that, but I think it's going to be alright. The big reason for the trade was Tampa needs defensemen, Habs need goals, and the Habs are certainly getting offensive production in getting Drouin. Last season he had 21 goals, 32 assists for 53 points in 73 games, and he's only 22. I'm thinking it's only going to get better. And as soon as he gets here, what does he do? Signs an extension. 5.5 average per year over the next 6 years, which might sound a lot to dedicate to a guy like Drouin. 6 years, not much money, but compared to some of the deals that players of his value have signed with other teams, I think it's going to prove to be an okay deal. I might come back to be wrong about that, but I think it's going to be alright. Now, moving on to the less talked about move of the day, but one I am really happy about because I've been talking about it for like the last year. Charles Hudon signed to a 2-year, one-way deal. So it looks like Charles Hudon is going to be playing on the Habs next year, and I'm so happy. The last 3 years of Charles Hudon offensive production is 57 points in 75 games played, 53 points in 67 games played, and 49 in 56 last season. That's 159 points in the last 3 seasons in the AHL, 74 of them being goals. And over the last 2 seasons, the times he's been called up to the NHL, played 3 games in each season, and has 4 points in those 6 games. I'm so happy. It looks like he's going to be up with the team next year. 2-year extension, $650,000 each year. If he proves that he can produce the NHL level, those 2 years, $650,000 are going to be a steal. Hopefully he can prove that. I hope he can, for that team's sake. Going back to last video, commenter pointed out, I rather stupidly said the Habs should protect Lehkonen when he doesn't need to be. He's exempt, so that was my mistake last episode. Now moving on to what the Habs are going to do moving forward. There is big talk about a lot of things. Thing is, Drouin has played center in the past in his career, I think it said, but he's primarily a winger now. So the Habs still need center help, and there is still a whole lot of talk that Galchenyuk is on the way out of town. I wish it wasn't that. I really wish they'd keep him. Just keep him. But it really doesn't look like they're going to. And even if they do, it doesn't look like they're going to use him to the best of his ability, which is putting him at center. And in that sense, I guess if you're not going to use him there, I guess sure, trade him, but get some value back, please. But either way, it's going to be an interesting couple weeks to watch over the next little while because I don't think Bergevin's done. So hopefully you can make some big moves. And yeah, this is not my permanent setup. I'm just doing it downstairs right now because I'm at home. I'm at home over the summer in my family house, obviously. My mom's asleep right now, and I don't want to do it upstairs and be loud and wake her up. And so yeah, this isn't the permanent set or anything. When I do videos at home, it'll probably still be up in my bedroom like it usually is. But anyway, hopefully this video won't be out of date by the time I post it, which is a pretty strong chance it will be. But anyway, till next time, guys, I'll see you later.